sometimes I focus too much on the bad things that I never realize I'm wasting too much of my time. So welcome to day 160 of my 365-day series. I'm Glorporous and I think out loud to playing Minecraft. I'm gonna chillax this time around. I don't exactly know what I'm gonna do in today's video. I think I might just continue to stonewall on this side because obviously this looks bad. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing in today's video. So first of all, I still have exams as of this recording, and they are going to end soon. Thankfully they are. But the thing is, they're intimidating. You know, that's pretty much why I feel like I'm wasting my time. But the thing is, the more I worry about procrastinating, the more I worry about all these itty-bitty things, the less I actually get things done. You know, I think a lot of people, especially just people like humans in general, I feel are very inclined to focus on the negative, you know. But the thing is, how exactly do I phrase this? It won't help. You're giving the negative more time than it needs to have. And that's not helping you or anybody else. So why exactly am I thinking like this today? So I was, trying to study for my exam tomorrow, but the problem was it did not want to budge. When I opened the website, like I said, it did not want to budge. It wasn't loading, I couldn't get into the website. The problem was my Wi-Fi. And I think, I don't know, surely you guys relate, right? You guys have Wi-Fi problems and all of that stuff. That's exactly what happened to me. I had Wi-Fi problems and I couldn't access my laptop. Well, not my laptop, all those different websites for a long time. And I'll tell you the whole story in a moment, but essentially, I've been having Wi-Fi problems since probably early May, and they haven't been fixed, I think. And it's a serious issue. It genuinely sucks. I don't know why it keeps happening. I'm gonna go get some stone actually. But ever since early May, whenever I play games or whenever I do anything, it takes ages for files to upload, for me to download stuff, and for my Wi-Fi to respond in general. My packet loss was terrible, my ping was also terrible, and eventually it sort of simmered down, I think. Oh, I'm using Fortune 3, shoot. Okay, here we go. And see, it simmered down, and when it simmered down, I didn't have exams as of that time. So I was, chillaxing. I was just not really doing anything, minding my own business. When all of a sudden, today, right before I have an exam, right when I'm about to study, my Wi-Fi just does not work. Well, it does work. It says that I'm connected. It says I'm connected to the internet. But the problem is, it won't load. It just won't budge for some reason. And this actually started yesterday. I had an exam, yesterday as of this recording. And 2 days ago, my mom went for a walk around my neighborhood, and she told me that there was a technician working on the power box, or the internet box, whatever it's called. The service provider and all of that. And basically, they probably got a whole bunch of complaints. I'm referring to the internet service provider. And they probably were forced to fix all of this. The thing is, it got, fixed. They're still working on it as of this recording, and I'll be honest, they haven't even fixed it. As of this recording, my Wi-Fi is still terrible. Jeez, I stutter so much. And it just hasn't smoothened in ages. I'm still actively waiting for this to end. And now that they're still fixing it, I can't study. and it's been bothering me for ages. I've been meaning to study, but I can't. And I've been so stuck on this problem for maybe like the past 3 hours. The thing is, there's always like some sort of solution, some way for you to avoid just focusing on the problem too much. And for this particular scenario, that's using mobile data. It's as easy as that. And I know it sounds very technical, just hearing all of this story and all of that, but that's not the point. My point is that a lot of people just typically spend too much time dwelling on issues that can be either easily fixed or avoided. Like you just don't have to deal with all of this stuff all of the time. There are better ways to handle these sorts of situations. And let's say even on a holiday and all of a sudden my Wi-Fi doesn't work, then I might as well use it as an opportunity for me to maybe study or maybe try something out without using the internet, right? There's a whole bunch of things that I could be doing, but instead I choose probably the worst way to handle these sorts of situations. But knowing that I'm handling this wrong is the first step, and it's a good step, as a matter of fact. So yeah, now I'm here spending my time just making a video because I know the Wi-Fi won't budge, and I can still study using mobile data anyway. It's just gonna cost a whole bunch because mobile data you gotta pay and all of that. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today. I just want to say, like, I'll just recap about my exam and all of that stuff. It wasn't that bad. Like, I think it was semi-easy. It was like decent, manageable. I think I got 36 out of 40. It was a MCQ paper, by the way. So like, it didn't take that long, thankfully. Because if it was a hassle, I probably would not have just done it to begin with. Like, no. I'm joking. Sometimes when I record these videos, I sort of phase out. I say something I don't really mean to, but it's fine. Basically, the exam, it might have not gone as well as I wanted it to, but I can't control that anymore. What's done is done. And again, that's another application of me not putting too much time on issues that can easily be solved or don't need to demand all of your attention. You could be spending more of your time and attention somewhere else. And that's it. That's literally it. That's what I could be doing. That's what I am trying to do. And I just want to say that if you just happen to stumble upon this video, or if you're a returning viewer, then thanks, first of all. And hopefully this is, functioning as a sort of wake-up call that you didn't necessarily have to waste your time just doing the most random stuff ever and complaining about it. Like, you could just be spending your time doing something productive, like you don't have to point out the bad in everything. And I think that's one of the worst traits that I currently have right now, and I'm really hoping that I can change that. So I'm gonna be ending the video soon. Actually, as a matter of fact, probably right now, because like I said, I need to study. But yeah, thank you guys so much for sticking around for today's video. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow, and bye bye.